It turned out that fairy tales were lies. The big bad wolf did not eat Little Red Riding Hood. Instead, Little Red Riding Hood was a killer wearing a wolf's skin. Snow White was the nanny for the 7 dwarfs. Late at night, the big bad wolf met the nanny. He greeted her kindly. She was about to take care of 2 children and tell them fairy tales. The big bad wolf took the fairy tale book. He opened it and felt a little angry. This was not Little Red Riding Hood at all. Snow White was not with the prince, so the big bad wolf told the nanny the true story. The big bad wolf had 2 nephews, one skinny and one fat. One day, they saw Little Red Riding Hood picking flowers in the wild. They drooled with hunger. The 2 wolves wanted to eat Little Red Riding Hood, but their uncle, the big bad wolf, stopped them. The skinny wolf was unwilling but had to obey. Little Red Riding Hood picked flowers to sell in the town, but no one wanted to buy them. Then Snow White bought a bouquet. Her mother had passed away. Little Red Riding Hood walked to Snow White and held her hand to comfort her. From that day, they became good friends. Not long after, Little Red Riding Hood opened a flower shop. She saved more and more money. Snow White grew up to be a popular beauty. When the skinny wolf grew up, he planned to eat Little Red Riding Hood. He went to her grandmother's house and ate the grandmother in one bite. But the grandmother was not enough to fill him, so he dressed as the grandmother to try to eat Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood and Snow White were picking flowers in the wild when suddenly a hunter on a horse captured Snow White. Little Red Riding Hood rushed forward to stop him. In the panic, the gun at the hunter's waist fell. Little Red Riding Hood picked up the gun and aimed at the hunter, but he disappeared. It turned out that the evil queen was jealous of Snow White's beauty. She had ordered the hunter to take Snow White's heart, but when the hunter saw innocent Snow White, he let her go. Later, he bought a cow's heart to trick the queen. The queen took it and ate it. While Snow White was running away, she met the 7 dwarfs. Little Red Riding Hood thought Snow White was dead and went home sadly. When she opened the door, the skinny wolf was sitting on the sofa wearing her grandmother's clothes. She realized her grandmother had been killed, but Little Red Riding Hood was not afraid. The skinny wolf slowly approached her and cornered her. Just when he was about to swallow her, Little Red Riding Hood took out a pistol and shot him dead. A few days later, the big bad wolf met Little Red Riding Hood in the forest. She was mourning Snow White. He noticed that she no longer wore the red cloak. Instead, she wore a coat made of wolf fur. This scared the big bad wolf. This was the true story of Little Red Riding Hood. After hearing it, the nanny was shocked.